Those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Yeah.
Jay report is on the beat.
Yeah, you know what it is. We the head honchos. The number one podcast of Rellz and Blacko. We hitting hard. We got the balls. We at the top. Whoa. Just tune in every Monday at 9 for your favorite show. The Relaxation Hour. Yeah, you know what we be on. Might interview your favorite artist. Play your favorite song. Reporting live from NY. We up in every borough. Not to mention we worldwide. Got the game in the chokehold. We keep it ish popping. How you love that? Forever at the top. How you love that? We the life of the party, how you love that? Showing love to the artists, get it right back. So light you up an L and just kick back. We bout to get it poppin', is you ready yet? This show is for the real ones and the pretty ladies. Can't forget about my riffos and the project babies. It's the Relaxation Hour. Ooh, it's the Relaxation Hour. Ooh, it's the Relaxation Hour. Ooh, it's the Relaxation Hour. Ooh.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Rellz Relaxation Hour. I am your host, Rellz, joined once again by my partner in crime, Professor Blacko. This week, as he's known.
Yeah, listen, man, I'm chilling, man. You know, I gotta be professor. Gotta teach the people, man. You know.
Yo, what's good, how you?
I'm chilling, bro. Fresh out the gym, chilling. You know, had to make it to the show.
How was that gym workout today?
Tiring. You missed some days. It's not what's up. Trust me. My legs is hurting. My shoulders is hurting, but I'm all right though. Got some goals to reach.
Same here, bro. I was off for a couple of days, so I went back today. I felt I don't even know how to say it. I just felt, but it was cool though. I can't complain. It was good though.
We need that though. I mean, at the end of the day, when we work out, you feel good, man. Whether it's cardio, whether it's lifting weights. Listen,
the fact that I got this Gildan shirt on right now that's a 1X, and it fit, and I'm like, maybe either I'm losing weight or maybe Gildan 2Xs are just too big for me. I might have to go to the 1Xs.
Gildan is a big two things.
They run big, right?
You probably losing weight. Also, Gildan runs big. So
okay, see, I'm
it's
not.
It's a double S. It's a double S. So I fuck with Gildan.
Is that a Gildan shirt you got right there?
Nah, this is actually Gym Rock. My other one. When I got two brands, I got Gym Rock. I like Gym Rock better than City Lab. And also, I like, City Lab. I like City Lab white tees. They got the icy whites. Can't top that.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, Gym Rock, Gildan, City Lab. That's my brands right there.
City Lab, City Lab, City Lab.
That's right. That's right. It's Professor Blacko today. That's you absolutely right. All right. Welcome to class.
He about to school the youngins today.
You got to, man. These youngins is out of control, man. If you don't school the youngins, then who gonna teach them?
True.
Nobody told. Listen, I ain't gonna say nobody told me shit. Let me not lie, but I had to learn a lot on my own. So I got this far.
Thank God for that, right?
Facts.
But yeah. So what else is going on though?
A whole bunch of nothing. Chilling, staying out the way. That's about it.
So you can do is stay out the way now.
What's going on with you though, my brother? Enough about me. What's up with you?
I'm chilling, bro. I can't complain, man. I was off today. I got to work tomorrow. Then I'm off Wednesday and Thursday. And I work Friday and Saturday. So you know how that goes.
Oh,
yeah, it's a pretty
short.
Sucks. Nah, not really. It's a pretty short week though. 3 days off, 3 days working. It's not bad. Going to wrestling Wednesday, so no telling what time that shit gonna be over. So
are you gonna wrestle Wednesday? All right.
Yeah. So no telling.
What they at this time?
Off the Ash.
Oh, the shit you saw about the other day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's a pay per view. Or that's regular.
If you look at the card, it might as well be a pay per view.
What's that? I'm gonna say TNA AEW.
AEW, yeah. Called Grand Slam.
Oh shit.
I'm debating if I'm bringing a big gold belt with me. I don't know if I want to carry it around for 4 or 5 hours.
Man, I seen son on IG, and I respect this. If you bring your title to a wrestling event, you should defend it there. I respect that.
I mean, well, okay. I should realize KD and all his Giant fans right now are living high off a 2-0 record. Let's see how they feel in 4 weeks when they're 2-6. But it's okay. It's all right.
We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see.
I give y'all that. In other news, I thought we was rid of Jimmy Garoppolo, but I guess he's going to be the savior of the season. So let's go Jimmy G. Thought I'd never say that again, but let's go Jimmy G.
Listen, man. We're going to see, man. We're going to see. Sports is whatever. It's too early.
Like I was telling my man yesterday, my man's just like, he's good enough to get us to the playoffs. I said, technically, he's really good enough to get us to the NFC Championship, but that's where it stops. But hopefully, maybe, I don't know, hopefully he'll be said bring the break gold belts. I'm thinking about it. Like I said, I don't know if I want to carry it around for 4 hours. The belt's heavy. So the majority of it will be on my waist if I'm walking around, but I don't know if I want to carry it on my shoulders. Giants are lucky to be 2-0. I mean, a lot of those games yesterday was crazy. Who would have ever thought Tua would have threw for 469 yards and 6 touchdowns? So,
listen, shout out to Tua for trying to help me win my fantasy game, but it is what it is. Fuck it.
You lost this week?
Of course I did.
Oh, let's bring that to the forefront. Matter of fact, I don't care what nobody say, but this is our time of the year, guys. Fantasy football is a man's thing. So just embrace it. If y'all in a relationship, if females are on the show listening, if you're in a relationship with a guy who has fantasy football aspirations, just embrace it. Ask him every week how his team is doing. Just let him know you appreciate it, even if you don't care.
You know what? You can't. You know what? That's good to say, but you can't say that because you actually got a lot of females. You got a lot of females that actually watch the game with their men, even though sometimes they don't want to watch it. They still watch with them. So, ladies, I'm defending y'all on that because there's a lot of females out there like, nah, I watch the game with my man to see what he like, even though I don't know what the hell is going on. They ask questions, but just like you got some men that watch movies that they girl like,
hey, auntie,
and they don't know what's going on.
Yo, KD, why you never play fantasy football? If matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna put you in a fantasy league next year. You play for 1 season. Hey, babe, what's up?
Good evening, everybody. Auntie, Monty,
everybody.
Yeah, we're everybody on the check-in, man. Good evening. Even the ones that's not commenting. What's up, y'all? What's going on?
Appreciate our regulars though.
Definitely. Without them, listen, man. We like what 40 episodes in there?
Nah, bro, we almost at 50.
Oh shit! See?
Yeah, remember November will be a year.
Word?
Yeah, November 1st.
Yo, you know this? We do this shit so fluently now. It's just like.
Yeah, I don't know I know we got to plan something for the 1 year. I just don't know what yet, though. But we'll figure it out. We got time.
Yeah. Damn, 1 year ready, man. Y'all hear that, y'all? 1 year. So shout out to the supporters that been with us for the whole year straight. Shout out to y'all, deadass.
Oh, and like me and Blacko was talking about earlier too, and I'm gonna bring it up. I don't care because it's our show. Shout outs to the Sex Expo that's coming up in October because we will be there.
We're saying something to y'all. Like I told him. Yeah.
I just want to make sure you choose your words wisely right now.
I'm gonna choose my words very wisely. I just hope our loyal viewers and watchers. If I'm not on that Monday, right? If I'm not on that Monday, and there's a collection going around, just please donate to get me the hell up out of there. That's all I ask. I'm just saying, come on, just bear with me here. Get your boy up out of that cell. Because, yeah.
Nah, yo, KD, come with us this year. David was the one that told me about it.
Nah, I seen KD in the strip club. Leave KD home. Nah, if you gonna leave KD home, no. Yeah.
He might be safer than you are.
KD have us both in the fucking One Police Plaza shaking our head like this, like, yo, bro, no means no. But we did it anyway. Listen, man. Listen,
shout out to that, yo. This is definitely the year we going.
Listen, man. I'll be like a kid in the candy store, and that's my birthday week too. Crazy.
And it falls on, and that's my weekend off from work too, so it falls perfectly.
I'm sitting there jumping up and down, like, oh my god, blushing and shit. Yeah. I try to behave myself.
Yeah, until you take that first picture with that first hug.
If I see Cherokee, listen, man. I've been following her for years.
I can't tell you where that's held at. Come on, you got to skip this part of the show. I can't even tell you. No. I can't tell you where that is.
Well, I see Cherokee. Listen, man. Listen. I'll pay the palm. That's
Oh my God.
Whole grip.
You heard it. You heard it here first, guys. You heard it.
Listen, man. I follow these people on IG and all that shit. What you expect? What you expect? All I need is one conversation. That's all I need. One.
You gonna tell her how you been? You gonna tell her how you been a big fan of her since you was little?
Nah, not. How long she been out?
I gotta say at least 20 plus.
I remember the first time
I high school.
Probably the first time I seen her, I was like, oh my God. Like yo.
Yeah, you gotta talk about at least high school.
That's who they should have had on the Cinemax at night at Showtime after dark.
Oh, shit. Like Red Shoe Diary kind of?
Definitely. But anyway, yeah, let's get off that. We gotta stop. We gotta stop right now because I'm already plotting. It's not a good plot. That's it.
I'll just turn light skin, y'all.
I'll be in there like, why you in here doing this? You don't need to do this no more.
I'll take care of you.
Nah, she gotta take care of us. Porn stars, they get money. They get paper. That's all over LA. I could bump into them in the street too. They walk around man freely too in the street. So I'm gonna have to go to LA one day. No, yeah. Go to LA one day.
You California?
Yeah, that's where they be at. That's the most they live at now.
It's funny because I guess you transitioned right into our subject for the night too by mentioning LA.
Shit, right? Damn, right.
That was a perfect segue. Before we do that, shout out to the sponsors, 2920 Clothing. I got a 2920 shirt on, as you can see. Blacko has a 2920 shirt on, which he owes me, but we're not going to talk about that. But I'm going to keep talking about that every time I see a shirt that I've never seen before. But we'll talk about that after the show.
I like this shirt. This is one of my favorite shirts. So
bet it is.
I like this color scheme. So
bet it is.
And it got my name on it, too. Like,
I'm about to sue you. But, so... Shout out to Bobby D Customs. He sent me something. I'm gonna post it on my IG too as a sponsorship. He's definitely cranking out the fall clothing, so be on the lookout for that. But we're gonna talk about our subject tonight, which is what is it, Blacko? Go ahead. What is it?
Well, we gotta ask today's topic as life or self-image.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's a question you have to ask, not even yourself. Well, you can ask yourself that and ask those around you. What's more important, your life or your self-image? And sad to say, it's a question that's real reality because some people would rather choose their self-image over the actual natural life.
Mm-hmm.
So step into this conversation. Let's learn something, everybody.
I agree. So what do you think?
As far, you gotta understand something. Like, I can always talk of experience. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is his experience for me to talk off as well on some aspects. Growing up, yes, we was always taught more those from the neighborhoods, the ghettos as they call us. We was never really taught about life. We was always taught about our self-image. How to be real, how to keep it thorough and shit like that. But nobody really taught us about your life is more important than trying to be like the hardest person out here in the street or, be the hustler, the gangster and shit like that. So at one point I went through that phase of a self-image phase because I could say now it was more like a fit in. Not like a fit in, also what's that called? A self-respect thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what that was like, and I had to make a choice, and it took me to about my mid-20s to make that choice. Like, nah, my life is better than trying to be something like the older cats. You know what I'm saying? So, or the cats that's in these streets and get that street respect. Even though I wound up still getting it by just being myself, but it was like, damn, I almost went the complete route of stupidity, but I could have just kept it, just me. So I chose life over my self-image.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
go ahead.
I'm saying my bad. That's just like my little experience of me telling y'all. And it's not just, more so like trying to live like the life of a hustler and a gangster. It's so much other things in life that you got to choose your life over your self image. Like for instance, like we about to talk about now. Like let's say like expensive clothing or social media. Social media got so many people lives and the twist that they got to worry about their self image and what they look like for the next person instead of like what they look like for themselves.
I think for me, I always valued life more than self image, but growing up it was almost like self image was chosen for me.
Yeah,
Because if you think about it, like I went to Catholic school. So obviously I had to wear uniforms. And the self image of me having a uniform and going to school every day was almost like people looked at it like I was better than them based on the fact that I had a uniform. I guess because they looked at it like I was Catholic school, which means Catholic school costs money, and then you probably are better than them. And I'm like, how, at the end of the day, it's almost like how can I be better than you if at the end of the day I'm still coming back to live in the same place you live?
but you know what that comes from, bro? It comes from both the titles. They looking at you going to Catholic school like, damn, his life must be better than my life. Then they look like how you dress. Damn, he dressing better than me. Now they worry about their self image. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? That's what that comes from. Like people worry about what other people look like and what they doing. That it alternates what they about how they figure how they life should live. Like let's think about the whole BBL movement right now because it's epidemic right now. Everybody's trying to get a BBL because they don't like how they look.
Hmm.
Granted, you have some women who will like a better shape because that's they feel like you know what they look at their body like you're not gonna portion this out because some of them they be in the gym working hard and they don't get what they want to get. Sometimes they in the gym they working out for themselves, but then you have those in the gym that's trying to work out for other people just to get to look at them.
Hmm.
So they worry about their self image. Like me, I'm in the gym for my life, better living. Also, I want to look like my self image of a positivity of looking good to show my big people out there like, yo, we can do this shit.
Hmm.
That's the self image I want.
Hmm.
But like I say, you have other people who self image they want to be like the celebrities, the Twitter models, the IG models. Who I'm not gonna lie, some of them has made a way for themselves where it look like they're doing a thing. But once again, when them accounts come off, what do we really know about their life? That you want to alternate your self image to look like them.
I think I think also too. I think the biggest phrase. How can I say it? The biggest phrase to feel like somebody's watching your life or your self image is someone seeing you progress in life, and the first thing they're telling you is, "Oh, I want to be just like you." Oh, I see you out there. I'm looking. Like, and then the funny thing is, the double-edged sword about that. I see you, especially where we live at, is
Yeah,
you really don't know if when they say I see you, it's like, yo, I see you doing your thing. Or it's like I see you progressing. I'm gonna just wait a little while longer and see what I can get from you. You just
true.
never know. You never
I had
know.
somebody, it's funny, bro. I had somebody. This is like a couple of months ago. I seen them around the neighborhood. Like I have people I'm that's my circle, and I have people I just say what up to. So somebody around the way they said, "Oh, I see you," and I was like, "Yeah, no, you don't," because my thing is like, only thing I say what up to you. We don't have a conversation.
Hmm.
So what you doing seeing me? So that means you let me know you're watching me. Especially this day and age, like you just said, this day and age, you don't
Never
know
know.
what's going on.
Hmm.
Particularly, we can actually speak about what's one of the main subjects. What happened with PNB. Now, here's the problem with the PNB thing. Rest in peace to that. Rest in peace to that young man who lost his life. But here's the thing with life and self-image. The question is that we don't know what did he choose. Did he choose his life or he chose his self-image? Like first and foremost, for me, this is me personally. If I'm going out to eat, I'm just getting some breakfast. I'm not throwing my jewelry on.
Let me ask you a question about that too. I'm
Hmm.
sorry to cut you off, but I want your honest opinion on this.
Sure.
Do you think because of where he came from, that he felt so comfortable about where he lived at that even throwing on his jewelry, he didn't think twice about it? Like, and I'll give you an example why I asked you that, right?
I got
Because
an answer for that too.
yeah, because I give you an example, right? Okay, so growing up for me, right, I
Yeah.
always was envious of those who had like the expensive sneakers, whatever the case may be, the Jordans, whatever. And I got older, I was able to afford them. As you know, I have a pretty extensive sneaker collection,
Yeah.
so I can go to the store. with some phones that was like 3-4 years ago, and somebody might just be like, "Yo, them phones is fire," blah 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 blah. Now I'm not thinking about like my image at the time. I'm just like, "Yo, I'm going to the store. Let me just throw these sneakers on."
Yeah.
Now these sneakers might be what $200-300. They might not have seen them before. They might not have seen them in years. They might think I'm flossing, and that's for me. I'm just walking to the store.
They might think you paid the pretty. Instead of them thinking you had these sneakers for years when they first came out, they thinking you found the exclusive spot that you probably paid what they probably go for $600-700. They probably think, oh, dang, he paid $600-700 for those. Then every time we see him, he got new sneakers on that we want, and these shits cost XYZ. So they looking at your self-image, and also then they start to calculate your life. Because they like, damn, his lifestyle, he must be really getting this money. But at the same time, now they focus on your kicks. Damn, his self-image, they looking at you up and down. All right, yo, he getting money. He got this, he got that, he got the exclusive sneakers. Bro, we live in a time where people, like I said, everybody worry about others. But to answer your question, yes, it definitely got to do with something where we come from. Especially when we get money. Because when you get a certain amount of money, especially if you grew up hard. I didn't grow up hard. I let everybody know I didn't grow up hard. I don't act like I grew up hard, nothing like that. So I might tell y'all some experiences, but don't ever act like I grew up hard, poor, none of that. I grew up, I went through stages. I grew up wealthy. I grew up, I came of a certain age, I started acting up, and my mom was just like, oh yeah? All right, now you're going to face reality. So I grew up wealthy, then I grew up average. But as far as some guys go, the guys, they get this money, and it sucks. The first thing they buy is these jewelry, these chains, like the cars. Like you listen to any proper businessman, they'll tell you, don't ever buy cars. What you buying cars for? You get no get back on them. You lose the value of the car. Like I seen a wealthy millionaire guy, white guy. He was like, yo, I don't buy my cars, I lease my shits. He said, because simple fact, I lease it. He said, I don't finance, I lease. He said, I lease because simple fact, if I buy the 2022, I might want the 23 next year.
Makes sense.
He said, but you got all these guys out here, which he's talking about our people.
Of course.
He said they buy these cars, and next thing you know, they're in the red.
Mm-hmm.
He said, and then what? He said, what you gonna do? You gonna sell your car for about $10,000 to $20,000 less than what it was? He said he said that's all about the self-image of I can get this. I got this. Y'all ain't got this.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? That's a double-edged sword too. Let's just say, for example, I start leasing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get 2023 Nissan, whatever the case may be next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
First thing the hood gonna look at, oh, this nigga got a new car, right? Cool, cool. My hood just see me with 4 different cars. It's no big deal. Now, if I start leasing, and now 2024 I got a new car, 2025 I got a new car, 2026 I got a new car. Hopefully 2024, 2025 I'm not in the hood no more. But let's just say I am. That's still the same thing of an image of them saying, hey, this nigga's getting a new car. You think a lot of niggas in the hood know the difference between financing and leasing?
No.
So all they gonna see is, damn, this nigga got another new car.
Let me say something to you, bro. Like what you just said right there. I at one point before I got my last car, I did not know the difference between finance and leasing. I thought they was the same thing until I got my car and I got stuck with this bill. And I told myself, what the hell was I thinking? But KD just said, oh, you lease a car, you can't make no changes. Honestly, I don't want to make no changes.
Bro, the only reason why I won't lease a car, I drive too much.
Yes.
That's a lot of people don't realize that. Leasing a car is easier, yes. But if you drive a lot, then it doesn't benefit you.
Like the funny shit went like something funny this morning, right?
I appreciate you, KD, for that. Definitely.
I'm taking my son to school this morning, right? And it's funny that we talk about this little topic right here. So we walk into school, my son, he sees a Tesla. He's like, oh, Dad, look at that Tesla right there. Somebody got a Tesla. So I told my son, I was like, that's cool, but look where you live at. He's like, what you mean? I said, look where you live at. I said, you can have the nicest car, but you live in here. I said, so all you doing that is for to show people you got a Tesla, but you're not showing people. If you could, I told myself, I said, you can afford a Tesla, you shouldn't be here.
Absolutely.
I said, you should not be in this project. I said, these is considered one of the worst projects in the Bronx, in New York City. You should not be here with a Tesla
If you can afford a $75,000 car, you should not be in the hood
at all.
But you know what's crazy though? That's what these little kids see. Because like at the end of the day, y'all remember, and of course it's a different scenery because of where I work at. But
Yeah.
I remember this one little kid came to me and he's like, he seen me in my postal truck. He goes, "Yeah, this is a nice truck," and I'm like, "Thanks." He goes, "Is this a Tesla?" Mind you, this is like 2 years ago. And I'm just like, no. So now you're looking at these little kids where these little kids don't know what Kias are. They don't know what Hondas or Hyundais are. They know Teslas, Scions. You know what I'm saying? So niggas in the hood might look at me like, yo, this nigga got a Nissan. Oh, he don't have shit. You know what I'm saying?
But think about it though, like you said, look where you was at compared to where we at. Look at us in the hood, and this goes into the self-image propaganda. What was one of the biggest name brand cars in the hood to have that make it look like you got it?
Infinities.
No. Besides that, we talking about like a top tier. What was the number one? It was two. It actually was two of them. Was the two number one quote unquote drug dealing cars that make it look like you got it in the hood?
Oh, BMWs and Mercedes.
All right, so we got three. Lexus.
That's why I got the Infinity because they're all in the same family.
Yeah. So now you come in the hood with a Lexus, especially back then. You come to the hood with a Lexus, they go, "Oh shit, yo, you got a Lexus
Mitsubishis, BMWs too."
Yeah. And so people start getting BMWs and realize, yeah, I can't afford this maintenance. I can't afford when the oil changes damn near $200 on the car. Something wrong. You can't afford it now. Now you stuck. You got that BMW because you went outside your life means to go to accommodate your self-image. You knew your life was $30,000 a year, but you got a $55,000 car. That don't add up. Now,
sadly, I can honestly say, sadly, in certain situations, I was a victim of that.
Me too.
So,
well, I'm not gonna say me too. I'm not gonna say me too. I just got held a mean as APR to make it look like that.
But like, I don't want anybody on this show to think like we don't go through these experiences we talking about.
Oh, facts. Everything is a learning experience. That's why I tell people all the time. You gonna learn everything that you do. If you don't learn it, then what's your life like?
Bro, this is the longest I've ever had a car. I usually get rid of my cars like after 5 years. My car's in the 6th year, and I have no plans on getting rid of it.
Nah, my car, I'm getting rid of that shit. I ain't not soon, but I'm getting rid of it. Listen, I like you just said, I drive too much. I done drove. I ain't gonna say up and down the East Coast, but I done drove around. I done put like damn near 100 miles on my car. So 100,000 miles on my car.
How many miles you got on your car?
I copped it when it was 62. I got 150 right now.
150?
I drive.
I got mine at like 88 miles, and I'm at 68,000.
I drive. I drive. This auto club life is a lot.
Yeah, that's true. Let's make that very clear, people. That about 30,000 miles of my car probably was being in the auto club for the first. Yeah.
Then remember, back and forth on CT every day.
Oh, that's true. That's right.
So all that shit adds up. Everything adds up. But I didn't get my car for my self-image. I got my car for my livelihood, my life. I could have easily, funny, when I got my car, I could have got the car. I almost played myself for a self-image move. I almost copped the car without my means, just to say, I got this car. Boom, it looked good. To stand the third to pull up. That was like my car's I got my car in 2017. I almost copped the 2018 Chevy Equinox.
Is that a truck, right?
Yeah.
Or miss.
No. It's a truck.
An Equinox. Yeah. I know. Matter of fact, I know who got one.
The XL. Almost played myself. Almost played myself. It was nice. Smoke gray interior. No, smoke gray exterior. All black interior. Like I really almost went out my way and played myself. First of all, before I did all the paperwork of the car, my car note would have been base value $650. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna play myself and nothing like that. So I was like, I ain't do it. So
that would have strictly been for image purposes.
It definitely would have.
Had a sunroof?
Yeah.
See.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and plus, so I done really played myself. That'd have been a self-image move, but I had to think about my livelihood. Like, yo, dude, you got rent to pay, you got kids, like you got real life responsibilities here. So what you gonna do? Skip your responsibilities and struggle, or go to your self-image just to look good for the people when the people ain't gonna help you on you when your bills is due
Well,
or your
people
car
ain't gonna
note.
put gas in your car when you get in a ride.
Listen, let me say this, man. Listen, first of all, like I said, $600, $650 car note. You got to talk about at the time taking the Metro North. Metro North is $500 a month
Oh,
for a
that's right.
path. Right there, that's $1,100. I'm not even including insurance. So my self image would have been, yeah, I'm riding this, that, and the third. But then my livelihood, you've been seeing me struggling. Like, what the hell I was thinking?
You'd have been making clothes a lot sooner.
Making clothes, shit. I've been breaking up some illegal things.
Hey, we can't talk about that on the show.
Listen, man, that's part of a self image.
Exactly.
It's part of self image. A self image I to play myself. Now I got myself in a situation where now it's like now you gotta play that part. And that's another thing people understand. You play a part. You play a certain. You act a certain lifestyle. You gotta really play that part to upkeep that.
Damn, it's almost a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Bro, it's certain things in life you should know what to do, what not to do. Is certain basic shit. Granted, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all like, yo, it's not some things in life that we don't want that's above our needs. Trust me. So that's anybody out there that's listening. Don't ever think like we're trying to tell you you might want something out there. Don't get it. Just think about it before you get it. If it's costly, yo, can I afford it? It's gonna hurt me.
I'm just trying to tell you, if you thought 6 years ago it was worth it, 6 years later, probably not so much.
Nah,
Probably
nah,
not. So.
nah.
And with that being said, we're about to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll keep talking about this. So if you're looking for trying to figure out how to get a podcast on the Evening Rush Network, and you're trying to fit in on the many different spots that are probably taken now, this is what you do.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
And we're back. And I joke, and it's funny because like I joke about saying if you're looking to get a show on the Evening Rush Network because there's not a lot of spots. It really is not a lot of spots. But shout outs to Don for holding it down, and shout outs to him for giving a platform for different people to put their shows on the network. So
That's facts, man. That's facts.
and if y'all want to listen to this show and different other shows, go download the Evening Rush app. Just make sure you put the Rellz Relaxation Hour in the Art of Finish Wrestling podcast as your top two first.
That's definitely facts. Definitely add those, But but back to me saying about the PNB guy, that passed away once again. R.I.P. Rest in peace to him. Shout out to his family. Hope they, I'm not gonna say hope they could get over this because nobody could get over a murder.
No.
That's what the streak was. It was a murder. It wasn't like natural causes will eventually wounds will heal, but it won't heal. But you feel. I can't even say you feel better. You know what I'm saying? Because even if natural causes, you still gonna feel that.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how long the time has gone, you're still gonna feel it. But I'll take natural causes over a murder any day because they'll put your mindset in a whole different frame.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, like it's like if somebody like I'm close with get harmed, God forbid, on a murder, whatever the case is, I'm not gonna think correctly. It's gonna put you in it's gonna put your life and self-image in a certain way where you don't want to go. You're gonna have to think about your life. If I do something stupid, this is gonna happen. Now your self-image is gonna hit to you like, yo, damn, if you don't do it, how would you look? You're gonna look crazy.
But there's another thing about another self-image situation too.
Mm-hmm.
Look what it did to his girlfriend. it painted her in a self-image light where a lot of people were thinking she had them set up. So what do you think that does for her self-image? For every 3 people who will sit there and say, "Yo, you didn't have nothing to do with it," it'll be 2 other people that'll be like, "You did."
See,
So,
that right there is so hard, bro, because like you said, her self-image is tainted, super tainted right now, and it's because even if she had nothing to do with it,
bro,
which I hopefully she didn't.
real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. We live in an era now where social media is so important to our well-beings, quote unquote, that instead of just going out and enjoying a meal with her man, she had to post where they were, and I'm pretty sure it was probably super unintentional, but the fact of the matter is she still posted it, and bam, here we go. Now it was able to draw the attention of, quote unquote, let's just say, draw the attention of people who were possibly plotting or just happened to be in the area at the time. And unfortunately, the circumstances went the way they went.
See, you know what's crazy, bro? Like this situation here, like a lot of platforms is speaking on this situation because this is the most recent one. But this has been going on for so much, even before social media. A lot of these, rappers, I'm not going to say actors, because it's mostly rappers. A lot of these rappers get caught up in their self-image, especially on social media, because they want to be one with the people. But instead of being one with the people, it's like, yo, and like you just said, enjoy your meal, enjoy your time, enjoy your freedom. Because especially a rapper, you're busy. So that moment right there, y'all supposed to took that as a quality time moment. Enjoy your meal, enjoy your time and your peace together. And like I was trying to say earlier, you going out to eat, you going out to enjoy a meal. No jury should have been involved. No jury should. Like I don't understand people who do this, who they get up, they know they're going out for something like a Walmart run. You got all your chains on. You got all your chains or all your rings. For what? First of all, you got to understand something. You got regular, common folk out here. Hardworking people that don't got it out here getting robbed every day. So my thing is this, like, is your self-image that important that you got to keep it real that you think you can't be a victim like us regular folk? And I say us because I'm a 9-to-5 worker just like you are. I'm questioned like everybody else are. So the 9-to-5 folks getting robbed, which it always been a rule back in the day, you don't touch them. Always been an unspoken rule, like, yo, 9-to-5 people, leave them alone. You want to be a robber, you want to be a thief, you keep that in the streets. It is what it is. But now we so caught up in the self-image when you rob a 9-to-5 person, like say like one of us called a cop or whatever, guess what? Now we a snitch. Now we a snitch. Oh, you snitched because you got caught, you got robbed to the police. So what? My hard working earnings has got taken from somebody who's quote unquote in the streets, and I'm not. Now, if I was a street person, I bust this man's head or this female head in the streets, now I'm a murderer. Because we all know New York State ain't got the self-defense rule.
Nope.
So now I'm going to jail because I defended myself, my working, me getting home to my fam and not getting my stuff taken because I kept it real.
KD said people these days wear iced out chains and rings just to go outside and check their mail. Right.
That's facts.
Right.
Bro, I follow a lot of celebrities online, such social media, and you got the celebrities that, I ain't gonna say celebrities, excuse me, rappers, quote, some entertainers that throw money, that have money holding to the air. I got this, that, and the third. I'll be in a strip club tonight. Oh, good looking. I'll meet you there. Me and my pistol and my mask gonna meet you there. We're gonna get some of that strip club money. And now what? You're going to get robbed. You're going to go to social media. Yeah, they got me for my this, that, and the third. I need the public help. No. You ain't get no public help. Because you want to keep a self-image to the people, to the public. Now your ass is a victim. That's like the rapper. Oh, shit, he a rapper too. Former NBA player Steven Jackson. How he made a video and not mess with Captain Jack. Stack 5, whatever you want to call him. How he's talking about he go to certain blocks and check in. Here's my issue with that. Then I have to remember something. I have to remember two things. Captain Jack keeps an image, a self-image, not even a lively, a self-image of his former life as a person that used to be in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Which sometimes I think he forgets. You're a public speaker now because you got your podcast that's on a national platform, and you're a former NBA player. But you want to go to these hoods and check in with the young boys. But then I also forget sometimes, off and on, Captain Jack at the same time still represent his blood affiliation. So it's like you want to check in, you trying to tell the people check in with the neighborhood center third, but at the same time you like, yo, I'm a businessman, this, that, and the third. I want to get home to my family. Yo, listen, you want to get home to the family, you gotta pick what you want to be. Do you want to be this businessman, the straightforward businessman, or you want to be a businessman / gang member / TV personnel? What you want to do? Let me get a certain amount of I don't like being in the streets now. I'm a regular person. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? I'm being in the streets now with millions.
It's crazy like self-image go way back, because even if you go back to like, let's just say movie-wise, Paid in Full was a perfect example of your self-image. And look what happened with look what the self-image got you. It brought you back
bomb
in.
On that one,
bro.
That shit got a bomb snap for that.
Yeah,
one.
Where's my bomb at?
That's the most perfect example you could actually just set right there, bro.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, that movie perfectly showed you what your self-image could get you, and what your self-image could lead you at the end.
And it's sad to say, Paid in Full was based in the 80s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward to now.
Same shit. Nothing changed.
95% of them guys ain't got nothing what they had back in the day.
Mm-hmm. But the younger generation will watch that, and that's what they're chasing.
Paid in Full is a cult classic. It's a cult classic. Why? Because it showed they got money. They show how they live. They show how they party. They show how they got the women. Remember, you got to understand something. The drug dealers was the main thing. But even though that goes to our parents' era as well. Like we had the drug dealers, the Paid in Full era that we watch and everything. But then our parents' era, they have the Nicky Barnes. They had the Frank Lucases. They had the Frank Matthews. All them guys was getting money. Why? Because in their mind, they was neighborhood heroes because they was getting out of poverty. But at the same token, their livelihood was selling drugs, poisoning the community. Their self-image was we was rich. But at the same token, a lot of people understand their self-image also cost them, their livelihood. Now you're going to jail for 20, 30 years. So it's like pick your poison, what you're going to do. Well, except for Frank Matthews. To this day, I mean, the man is probably dead and gone, but he's been missing for the last 40 years.
Bro, think about it. The most important part about this whole self-image thing is they're always quick to show you the glitz and glamour, but they never show you the consequences.
True.
Like
that's definitely true.
They'll show you, oh, you got the cars, you got the women, you got the cars, you got the houses, but they'll never show you the people who plotted on you. Once again, Paid in Full was a perfect movie, a perfect example of that. They'll never show you who plotted on you. They'll never show you going to jail for whatever it is that you go to jail for, trying to get these riches and images that you're trying to create. But say the younger generation will just never see they'll never look at or more so never care about the consequences as long as they know that they're getting the fast money and getting the extravagant lifestyle.
That's like Paid in Full, like you're speaking of Paid in Full, like the guys was based off of. Actually, one of them I follow on my Facebook, and we actually had a little correspondence with each other like a couple of years ago. AZ Faison, the one that Wood Harris played.
Mm-hmm.
We actually had a correspondence. We spoke, and and one thing about AZ, he doesn't like doing interviews. I would love to interview him, but he doesn't like doing interviews, especially if you're going to ask him about that era.
Mm-hmm.
But the sad thing about it, like he understands is his self-image is based off that era. It's not based off his life or what he's going through now. You can still, and it's a crazy part, you drive through Harlem, especially in the summertime, you catch AZ outside. You catch AZ outside chilling on like he definitely do interviews, but he try to keep it positivity on what he's doing and what not to do what he did. Even though he made it out, but at the same token, a lot of people understand that scene, with what Harris got shot in the apartment, that was a real scene. I never got locked up, but look what I lost. I lost my best friend, I lost my aunt, I lost my friend, I lost her friend, I lost my friend. I got shot in my head. I almost died, almost lost myself. All because of this money. All because of the self-image I had. I was hood rich. And that's where we come from. We have a self-image of being hood rich. You ask any one of these drug dealers right now, well, we see these so-called hustlers right now, like, yo, you hustling, but what do you have? Like, what do you have? You can have the nice chain, you can have the nice watch, but what do you have? Do you have any businesses? Do you still live in the hood with me?
And the most important part is you're working for someone else still.
Exactly. Which most of our people who get in that game is working for somebody. And that goes from back in the time. Think about the movies, the black exploitation movies with the whole black season and all that. You know what I'm saying? They working for somebody, but his self-image was he was the boss of Harlem. But think about it, he answered to somebody else.
Bro, you ever look at, and I don't know if you ever think about it, because I don't really think about it. It just hit me just now watching. How many, outside of a few shows that you see where black people are drug dealers, right? And like kingpins, how often do you actually see when they actually have a connect who they have to go to?
They never gonna show that though. It's crazy. A lot of these movies is gonna show that, but they're gonna fix it to where they make it look like the connect is their partner.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly, you're right.
And that's just the drug dealer. But we can even talk about the real life situation. Let's talk about our ladies. You know what I'm saying? And I love our ladies, but I need our ladies at the same time. Don't worry about self-image. If you're gonna worry about self-image, make sure your self-image is fits your livelihood, that you're doing it for you, not for nobody else, not for no dude, not for no other women who more than likely who's gonna hate me for some odd reason. Because at the end of the day, people hate. Like a chick go get her hair done, her nails and feet hair done just for her. And you might have a female tomorrow. Oh, look at her. What's this? People gonna hate. So y'all ain't have to worry about that. Trying to alternate y'all self-image for the next person. Make sure y'all doing it for y'all. And that's me. Even like I said, the whole BBL thing. Let's get back to that. You got women who get these BBLs getting nice ass because they want to compete with the chicks on the IGs. Why? Because they might catch their man looking at their pages, liking their pictures. Listen, at the end of the day, anybody can like somebody's picture. As long as you're in that inbox, talking, oh my God, I love you, this, that, and the third. Nah, what are you doing? And if you catch your man doing some shit like that, yo, shorty, at the end of the day, I let him do that. Keep it pushing.
Not under 10 times, us men look at women and we be like, yo, her butt is fake, and keep it pushing.
Bro, majority of chicks nowadays, I be sitting there like, yo, come on, get that out of here.
Yeah, like
Scram, get it out of here. Get that cement block out of here, man. We don't need that. Get that out of here.
Yo, KD's right. There's millionaires that wear khakis and $10 belts. Confidence is silence while insecurities are loud. Absolutely.
Bro, let's think about it. Our people, blacks, Latinos, our people, we have the biggest problem. We have the biggest self-image problem of all time. Let's think about the Caucasian people. Do you think they worry about their self-image? You know the shit that they worry about? They self-portfolio.
Yep.
They worry about shit like that. They worry about their money. How can it be better? Now, let's not get it twisted, because I'm not trying to down my people. You definitely do have some Caucasian people who definitely worry about their self-image. If their child or their son or their daughter come home with somebody else, whoa, what are you doing? You're making me look bad.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing this yourself. You're making me look bad. And the funny thing about it, I dealt with that before. When I used to deal with an Italian chick back and forth, her pops hated black people. So I made it my business to enjoy his daughter.
You stupid.
Excuse my language, but listen, you hate black people, it's fine. I don't hate Italians. I got no problem with them. But I just dislike you because I know out front you don't like black people. So guess what? Me and your daughter gonna have a good time while it's gonna last. And guess what? Fast forward to now, his grandchild is half black.
Oh wow, so she was just determined. Yeah,
Shout out to you, girl.
she was determined regardless of the fact.
And I hope you're not watching this because I don't want to get no inbox like Jay. What the fuck?
You stupid.
I don't listen. It is what it is. But nah, it's true though. Like that's the only thing they worry about. If they kids, they might not be racist, might not never be. But if their kid deal with somebody outside their race, guess what? Yo, what are you doing? Now I got to worry about what my neighbors everything saying. What's this? What's that? Or you have a quote unquote rich white friend who parents who got this money. You go to their neighborhood, their neighbors start looking at them crazy. Now it's going, yo, what's this? You have some people at your house. What's going on? Like this type of self image they worry about.
It's crazy, and I'm glad you said that because we just for the first 40 minutes we talked about self image as being something materialistic, and then we didn't even touch on the fact that self image could be a racist thing too. You just brought it up. Yeah,
everything.
Like you literally just brought it up. Like how often would you have how can I say this? Like someone of a specific race grew up, they grew up with a certain image of themselves and how their culture is raised, and you interact with a black or a Hispanic person, and it's like, oh, we're not taught to hang out with them. Like, how are you not taught to hang out with them? You should never see no color in nothing. Honestly, that's just my opinion. Like, but unfortunately,
it's racism and everything.
Yeah, unfortunately, the world doesn't see it that way.
Bro, like us African Americans, people that want to admit it, we're racist. I'm not racist, but our people, especially our older generation.
I was gonna say because I'm not racist either. Like,
no. I'm not saying me or you. I'm just saying our older generation. Oh man, they might not be racist, but trust me, listen to them. They'll say some racist shit.
Yeah, they will.
They say some racist shit. Just like older Latinos, they'll say some racist shit. It's just a certain cycle. But shout out to our generation for breaking certain barriers,
or at least attempting to.
Yes, I mean I could say yeah because think about it now. Our generation is the most multiracial,
dating generation ever.
Kids,
honestly,
dating, marriages, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing about it, though, still to this day, you still have people that be mad at you. You date somebody outside your race, and I'm not even talking about your older peers. I'm talking about people that's your age, your peers now. They see you dating an Asian or white girl. What the fuck you doing with her? Why you dating? What you dating with for? Now here comes the self image. Oh, you dating with her because she got this or she got that. Oh, I see. Y'all trying to look good together. Nah, motherfucker, that's my life. My life is happy with this female.
She makes me happy. Like,
but people don't understand that.
Yeah, you said it, Marty. I didn't want to say it. you said, I was trying to tote that company line. I was trying. I swear, she be thinking what I mean.
That's the facts, though. Like, people hate to see interracial relationships. Bro, they got podcasts about that. They got videos on YouTube about that. People legitimately hate interracial relationships, and I don't understand why. Some of the most beautiful kids come out interracial relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what you want to do? I can't do nothing if my race don't want to be with me. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Sit there in sorrow? Then nobody wants to be with me? Get the fuck out of here. Excuse my language.
I ain't gonna say most. Certain Caucasians have their reason as to why, and we know what their reason is to why.
Mm-hmm. Of course they do.
Yeah, and we all know the reason why. But at the end of the day, there should be no reason why a Hispanic should feel that way. There should be no reason why a black person feels that way. Honestly, shouldn't be no reason why anyone feels that way. But I think it cuts deeper when it's coming from our own people.
That is facts.
If
like Sicilians, they like I'm not saying all, but they hate us.
But okay, let me ask you a question.
But our blood runs in their veins.
Same for Hispanics, and I don't understand that. And what I think what boggles my mind, I guess I'm just gonna bring it up. I guess what boggles my mind is I don't understand how certain individuals will be okay with you, but not be okay with other people of your skin color.
And honestly, I don't deal with people like that. If you tell me outright, I'm chilling with you. You're like, yo, listen, you the only coolest black person I ever dealt with. This and the third. In my mind, I'm like, so what you think of my other ones?
That's when you gotta have them explain that before you take judgment. Because somebody can sit there and be like, yo, you're the coolest black person I ever dealt with. You be like, what do you mean by that? And they can just tell you, like, yo, the experiences that I had with other black people haven't been pleasant, but you have changed my mind on thinking that all black people are the same. I could take that. Like, I could take that and not feel no way about that.
Yeah.
Because if I made you change your mind and made you feel like, okay, not all black people are the same based on how I treat you, then that means I did something right. But if you sit here and you tell me like, oh, you're a cool black person, I just can't fuck with any other black person, then I'm just gonna be like, so in my mind, I'm gonna feel like, so if my back is turned, are you talking about me too? Because you're still talking about my people. If you're telling me you can't mess with any other black person, that means you can't mess with my mama. You can't mess with my uncles. You can't mess. Fuck it, even you. I consider you a brother. They can't mess with you. Like, so you telling me it doesn't? So I didn't. Where I can't fit in with you. It don't work that way for me.
Bro, I'm saying, this is experience too, right? I had somebody we was real cool. We used to hang with when we was younger. Me and my boy Kyle around here.
Mm-hmm.
And he got in a situation with another dude around that lived around here, black guy. His parents came out, whether his father came out to defuse the situation. And he said some racist shit. To my old, but you niggas stand third. You know, that was the end of his son chilling with us to this day.
And I'm pretty sure his son didn't even feel that way.
He didn't. Because all he grew up around was us.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, he's the older Dominican guy, oldest Hispanic, and you know, he let it interrace you out, and you blacklist your kids. You black now, you got your kids blacklisted, and y'all in the hood. How the fuck you gonna say something racist about somebody being about some black, and y'all in the hood in the whole basically a black community, a community that sticks together? Now we let the rest of the community know, especially the older guys, they're terrorize his pops. But we ain't do that. But it's like, damn, like that's how you feel. Now you start thinking, fuck your kids feel. What did you put in your kids' mind? And that's the last day he hung with us.
You know what's crazy? And I'm gonna go back in time, right? Remember when me and you had that conversation about the whole reason of why Lake Lanier was made in the first place, whatever the case may be. Yeah. That was all based off of self-image and life as well. Because the rumor was, or the alleged rumor was that a black man raped a white woman, and therefore they hung the black guy. There's no real truth to this situation or whatever the case may be. But the racists back then are just like, we can't afford to even think or have other Caucasians think that our Caucasian female was in any type of way with this African American guy. So we need to eliminate the problem.
That's like that. I forgot what state it was. I don't want to be wrong. Like that state, I think it was Oklahoma that got bombed. The black town.
The Black Wall Street thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. And our livelihood was good, but our self-image portrayed. I ain't gonna say portrayed. Our self-image was we was just like y'all,
wealthy and successful.
In their mind, our self-image was we was better than y'all,
which is crazy.
We doing better than y'all. So what y'all gonna do about it? And look what they did about it. And look what happened. That shit really that shit's really history. They don't teach kids that in these schools at all.
And the sad part is, honestly, if it all boils down to it, if you really think about the history of blacks and whites, all blacks ever wanted to do was just fit in. They never wanted to be better.
Equal
they
rights.
Never wanted to feel like above. Yeah, they just always wanted to fit in. And the image of white people were, no, you can't fit in. We have to be. And I hate to say it like that because there are some good white people out here.
It is. It is.
A lot of it is overshadowed by the bad ones.
It's some stand up. I actually, I ain't calling it white people because I don't like saying white, black.
Yeah.
It's some stand up Caucasian people out there that you meet, you talk to, you like, damn. And they might have your best interests more than some people you know.
Exactly.
I came across that a lot in my life. For prime example, my job. My job, I've been there 16 years. My job has made me a better person thinking wise, business wise, just by watching them and them talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because by them genuinely, it took me years to figure that out, them genuinely liking me.
Mm-hmm.
Not all, but with some.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, you know what? Like, you can't just judge people off a certain image you have for them. Yes, some of them got that self-image where they're assholes, they're racist, they're a dick. But at the same time, at the same token, we have that self-image where we're gangsters, we're thieves. What else? We not be trusted, and all that. What's one of the biggest self people understand when it comes to black people, especially when it comes to whites? When our biggest self-image they have of us, we're some of the best sports players in the world.
Yeah.
It's funny, but it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's funny, but it's fucked up. Think about it. Think about all our neighborhoods. Look all we had. Black people were some of the best basketball players in the world. What do all we have in the neighborhoods? Basketball courts. Damn, that guy could run. What do we have? We have sometimes you got football. You have track. That's the self-image that they have of us. We are great sports players. But they don't like just how we had the episode last week with the teacher. They don't teach us other things that be on par with our Caucasian people. Stocks, bonds, ownership. We have the self-image of how to be great workers to a certain degree.
Just go make us millions off of your athletic talent.
Pretty much. Think about it. Somebody else, one of our people could have made something like Amazon back in the day, but we wasn't taught like that. You know this crazy. You know what? You know the shit that we're taught, especially neighborhood wise coming up. We're taught to get a great job, try to get a career, and this goes back to the episode we had a lot of episodes ago. I ain't gonna say a couple. That's the image we're taught. Get a good job, get a career, make this certain amount of money to live, a certain way. We're not taught. We're not putting this image to go to school, learn a trade, earn a business, do shit like that. So now the image is now you have the self-image of work, especially now even with jobs. Let's go to that before our time run out. Now we have at certain jobs. We have the image of being the angry workers. Why? Because we want more. But we wasn't taught more. We wasn't shown how to get more at our jobs. So our images at our job is, listen, they lazy, they don't want to work, or they always want to raise the second, third. It's not that we want to get what we get paid for. How you expect us to be these down workers where we not getting we worth?
Yeah, and then it's like if you go and ask for a raise or whatever, it's almost like they're telling you like, be happy with what you got. At least you have a job.
Exactly. Bro, let's look at 2022 New York City. Not even say New York State, New York City. The average person, life-wise, is worth average job. Let's say 50,000. Now let's look at the image that they want us to upheap, like the apartments, everything. We can't afford those. The average one-bedroom apartment right now is like $70,000 a year. How can I afford a $70,000 apartment? My income is $50,000. So now I got a front to keep an image up. If I do get this apartment now I got to keep this self-image up. Yeah, I got my own apartment. Now what? It's gonna put an ego in your head. Like I got my own apartment. You hear somebody, they live with this person, live with that person. I got my own. Oh well, I got my own. People gonna look at you now. Damn, you doing something right. But they don't know you in the house struggling, trying to figure out how you gonna pay this, how you gonna pay that. Like this is the self-image. Like this, that's prime example. You buy a house. People will tell you when you buy a house. Everybody know you get a house. It's called in our community. It's called moving up. You out of the hood. You moving up. You good. Look at this. Look at this guy right here. Now that people self-image to you is you got a house. You moved up. You good. But let's step into the livelihood of you in this house. You in the 30-year mortgage.
Yeah, people don't think about that.
You're paying a mortgage for 30 years. Granted, a mortgage is better than rent.
Of course.
Any day. And sometimes it's cheaper, depending on where you're at. But you're in the 30-year mortgage. You don't own that house. You're still technically renting. You're just renting for a bigger space. You're not the owner. But in a lot of people's minds who don't know these things, you own a house. The house is yours. You living good. You living great. At the same time, they don't know your financials. So now you might have some people that's trying to compete with you with your image. And they gonna come to you, Rellz, damn, I see you got the house, you got this, that, you got the house, you got the car, you got the podcast, you got the clothes. I'm trying to be like you. How do you do it? Mind you, they don't know you might be going through some financial issues.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. You see how you just asked me that question?
Yeah.
It won't be in the hood because I won't be here no more.
I know. I'm just saying in general. Like they'll see.
Yeah.
Say they don't see you in a while. They see you moving out. They be like, damn, Rellz, how you got this? How you got that? They don't know. One, you probably saved up a hell of a lot of money for that by you grinding, and you probably took what you made from your clothes, your podcast, your job, and you throw it all into that. Our people don't think. They just automatically think, oh, you got a house, oh, you paid out front for that. No, motherfucker, I did not pay out front for that. You know how much I had to go through to get to this house? And the average house in New York City is like $350 and up.
Yeah, they don't see it like that though.
But that's the self-image that people have of certain other people. That's because people watch other people, see what people do.
The moral of the story, before we close out, is sadly, when you're younger, you think more self-image than life. And as you get older, you start to realize your life is way more important than self-image.
Facts.
You really can't get any more clear than that.
Facts. But honestly, people, we just trying to tell y'all, I know it's a lot of things we could have covered, but it's just like we're just talking about stuff when that thing's flowing, but we really trying to tell y'all, like, yo, don't have your self-image compete with your life.
Mm-hmm.
Choose your life over your self-image any day. And if you really don't understand that, then, you know, you can holler at me and Rellz. We'll try to explain it to you the best way we can. Keyword, the best way we can.
Yeah, because I need y'all to understand I ain't any better than any of y'all. Because I still believe in self-image a lot. But I'm still I'm changing my life towards where life becomes more important than self-image.
Fact. You know the self-image I'm working on, bro, and this is real G shit. I'm working on the self-image of me being better than what I have been.
Mm-hmm.
That's the self-image. That's the self-image everybody needs to work on. I'm trying to be better financially, body-wise, financially, business-wise, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, physically, everything. Emotionally, everything. That's the self-image I'm trying to be better than. And that's the self-image everybody should be working on. Because that self-image, honestly, it goes into your life. Now you got one complete circle.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got anything to say before we close out?
Nope.
You said that's it.
I think I said a lot.
All right. Well, check me out. I'll be back on Thursday. You coming on Thursday?
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right. So check out my tag team partner. He'll be back on Thursday along with a bunch of other hosts. We'll be discussing. I think we'll be talking about GM mode. I think we're doing GM mode this week, and I'll probably talk about my experiences from being at wrestling on Wednesday. So, with that being said, everybody.
Listen, why not? You going wrestling on Wednesday, you got a show Thursday. You better stop playing it and talk about that experience.
Might take a couple pictures, get it posted on the show. We'll see.
Do it. Do what it do. Stop playing.
Yeah, but on that note, everybody, thanks for tuning in as always. Thanks to our loyal viewers as always, and everybody have a good night. Peace out.
Good night, y'all. Be safe.